What's good, YouTube? It's your man MANHOOD with another episode of Muscle and Manhood. Today I want to talk about how to keep interest with a woman, how to keep a woman interested, okay? How to keep her focused on you and not distracted by other guys. Now, here's the fact of the matter. Women are easily distracted. Okay, that's just a fact, and it's not a bad thing. It's just the nature of a woman to keep her options open and be looking for the best that she can have. Okay, men aren't too much different, but because women are often in a position of being pursued. Wow, there's a lot of sun. Let me try to drop that down some. Okay, it's a little better. Because women are often in a position of being pursued and men are in a position of being the pursuer so frequently, they get used to being indecisive and they get used to having lots of choices, more so than men do. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to every single woman, but provided a woman takes care of herself and is, doesn't present herself in a unattractive way. I mean, she bathes, she keeps her weight pretty much in check, and she's friendly. Women will attract attention from the opposite sex if that's what she wants, just by maintaining a decent appearance and being sociable. There's all kinds of men in the world, and they like all kinds of women. And if women are friendly, women will attract the opposite sex. God has created it that way. Nature provides for that. There's things that we can do as men to enhance the attraction, and I'm going to break a few of them down for you right now. One of them is to keep a woman's interest. You have to have a purpose of your own. You cannot swing all of your attention onto a woman. Women are easily bored with men who transfer all their energy, all their effort, all their interest to them. Women love what men bring into their worlds. Women want to experience new things. They want an adventure. Girls just want to have fun. Men are much more successful whenever they're associated with fun, when they're associated with new experiences. Women don't want to be lectured. I've done this in the past, and occasionally I will still do it. But it's not to cultivate attraction whenever I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's necessary. And there are times whenever you need to be very clear about your goals and your objectives, and it may come across as a bit of a lecture, but that's not the time you're trying to create attraction. When you're creating attraction, you need to be intentional about it. You should be creating attraction way more than stating your mission statement to your woman. Your lifestyle should be your mission statement, and only on occasions, maybe once a month if you're in a long-term relationship, way less frequently if you're just dating women. In fact, you should never go here. Okay, if you're just dating and you're not in a long-term relationship, you never have to have a sit down and break things down for your woman to help her understand the seriousness and your devotion towards certain commitments and goals you've set for your life. You do need to review them, however, if you're in a long-term relationship. But when you're doing that as a roadmap and not to cultivate attraction. Hopefully you'll be already doing some of the things I'm going to suggest now to create attraction whenever you want to create attraction, which should be fairly frequently. Number one, never have arguments with a woman. Never argue if you can help it. It's not necessary. You say what you have to say and let it ride. She can have her own point of view, and let her have her own point of view. She disagrees with you, so you disagree with her, So say I disagree. And don't argue over it. Period. You never win. And when you listen to this is a great quote. It's old, it's easy to remember because it's a rhyme. A person, and this is man or woman, male or female, a person whose opinion is changed against their will is of the same opinion still. So don't try to change people's minds, especially a woman's mind. It's not gonna happen, Captain. It's not gonna happen, Captain. So that's a big turn off. It's way more of a turn on whenever a guy knows what he thinks and doesn't try to change other people's minds, but is committed to his own core values. So that's number one. To be attractive, don't argue. Another thing, to be attractive, you need to be mysterious. Never tell a woman your whole life story. Tell her tidbits, little pieces, and show her aspects of yourself that are interesting. You're going to be instantly more attractive whenever you focus more on what her interests are, rather than you divulging everything about yourself. So, keep some mystery. Don't be so quick to answer her emails or text messages. Slow down. Let her wonder. Give her a little pause, If you give women everything they want, they will become bored. So, remember that. Don't bore them. Okay? And number 3, I'm just going to give you 3 today. Leave us some room for future videos. Number 3. So number 3, to be instantly attractive and to change, your frequency with women is treat the woman that you're interested in, treat her with a slight degree of, don't put her on a pedestal, okay? Don't be all in her business. Don't try to please her all the time. I guess what I'm saying is don't treat a woman like a goddess. Treat her like a human being. And when you do that, when you treat a woman like she's a human being and not an object of desire, except whenever it gets to the bedroom. So the time for passion and expressing what a goddess she is, expressing how beautiful she is, that's to happen in an intimate situation. That's to happen whenever you're making out or whenever you're in the bedroom. That's where you unleash all that passion. Don't do that like on the date. Don't do that when you meet her for the first time. Don't go head over heels bonkers. Just focus on being yourself. Focus on being on purpose, about getting your business done. Be friendly with other women. Be playful. Have fun. Definitely, you can tell her if she looks good or she's beautiful when you pick her up on a date or something like that. But don't harp on that. Don't be a baby. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, you too. So, 3 things just for the day. Practice them. Okay? Don't argue with your woman. Don't argue with any women. Don't argue with anybody. Shoot. Don't waste your time and energy. Arguing it can be fun sometimes, but don't make it a lifestyle, man. Men, just argue with men. We know when to stop arguing, and we know when to shut up usually. We know whenever the argument has come to an end. And we don't take it, whenever we argue, we know kind of when to stop and when to, put the brakes on and not take it so personal. Women take arguments personal, whenever you have differences of opinion and you strongly express them with women, they take it as an attack their character. They take it as an attack on them personally, because women aren't always the most rational creatures. You know, they weren't designed that way. Okay, they emote, and they're much more connected emotionally with criticisms. So you gotta go easy sometimes whenever you're expressing any criticism toward a woman that you have an attraction towards. Okay, it's better to lead by example and to have a certain lifestyle that either she's gonna fit into or not. And you make that very clear. Man, my biting is terrible, man. You make that very clear by what you say and what you do. You don't have to spend a lot of time lecturing her or making her feel like she's inadequate. Now, I've made these mistakes. You don't want to make them. So don't argue. Live your life. Be on purpose. Be interesting. Number 2, be mysterious. Don't always be so quick to answer her emails or text messages and go back and forth. Be mysterious. Don't tell her your whole life story. At the first date, kind of unfold, show little by little who you are. And number 3, don't treat women like goddesses unless you're in the bedroom. Okay, in the bedroom, she is the goddess, okay, and you are the god. All right, you guys are both supposed to be really complimentary in the bedroom, and be a little dirty in the bedroom. Be playful. Talk nasty to one another, because that's exciting for both of you. But don't swoon or think about love songs. Love songs are only for the bedroom. Don't listen to love songs. That stuff is nonsense outside of the bedroom. Love songs are for the bedroom only, because they're filled with female worship, and men aren't supposed to worship women in general. But in the bedroom, you and her become one. So whenever you're becoming one with a person, that means you both are being glorified. Okay? So it is what it is. And I'm going to leave it there. With that, always, always, always be a man.